over. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Kidsplaining, or welcome to Kidsplaining if it's your first time here.
That's Daniel. I'm Allison. I was wondering if he was going to introduce me.
It's nighttime.
It is nighttime. It's been a day. It's been Monday. I hope you've had a great Monday. No, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
My Monday rolled into
better,
Tuesday.
that you lost a day, or that it's not Monday, and that's
boy.
one day closer to Friday.
Oh boy.
So.
Well, tonight we're here at the studio, which is different when we go live when it's just Daniel and I. Normally we are in our living room and we
It's a
welcome
lot
you.
easier here. We don't have to set up lights at the house.
Well, that's why I've got all of our lights up in my studio upstairs because I'm doing photo shoots for Christmas stuff for products, different publishers. In fact, Kids Table is one of them. But tonight we're playing Power Plants, which is currently on Kickstarter with Kids Table Board Gaming. The link I've pinned at the top. If you're watching the replay, it will be in the description, so you can check that out there. I think they have 10 more days left. Am I right?
I know Sean is there. Is that I checked yesterday and it was 11.
So that would make it
that
10
would make
days.
Today 10, I believe.
So yeah, it's still on Kickstarter right now. They are just zooming through what are they called? The
stretch goals.
Stretch goals. There we go. So yeah.
It's not going to stand up there.
No, it's here. Just
I got it.
I'll put it over there.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's put it here so that we can see it
Okay.
when or at least see a part of it. There we go. So yeah, Power Plants. We're gonna go ahead and step into it. What we didn't do.
It ends November 19th. And hello, Allison.
Hey, Allison. Better Half Reviews. I'm assuming if Bryce is there too. Yeah. Hello.
Kickstarter ends November 19th.
Okay. However many days away that is from now.
Today is the 9th. That's 10 days.
Hey, I got it right.
Good job.
Maybe that will zoom. I have yet to win Power Plants.
But she is, for the most part, consistently won live stream games. So
Knock on some wood there.
So
oh no! Ouch! I just hit my knee on the table. Okay.
So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. What we haven't. You're just now looking at this. You want to let them see
the
table?
Do you want to explain how the game works?
Well, we can, but it's easier when they can kind of see.
Okay. Well,
some of the game.
Hold up stuff,
okay.
But we can cut it. We're going to cut to the overhead now.
You got fancy buttons there. Did it work?
Oh, I thought she said God called knocking. It's a good call knocking on the wood. I looked over and read God called knocking.
There we go.
Like, what does that even mean?
Look, are we big enough on that? Yeah, it looks like we are.
It's as big as we can get.
Cool beans.
Without covering up the stuff.
November 18th. It's November 18th. He redacted that message.
How many days is that?
9 days. 9 days from now.
It ends on November 18th. So.
We'll get it. We'll get it right.
The only math we're going to do tonight accurately is plant-related math and adding gems.
Yep. But this is, because it is on Kickstarter, this is a prototype. So a few of the components are going to change. A few things have changed too, like it says plant on the cards. We're going to be saying sprout.
We're going to
try. We're going to try to say sprout since that's what it is in the final. But it does say plant on the card, so if we get mixed up, that's why. Also, our meeples are normal meeples. Those will be awesome little meeple sprites. And then our wizard is just a little peg here. And he will be a wizard meeple, but he is red, and so you'll be able to see him.
And the tiles are just hexagons. I picked the hardest one to see.
Did.
The tiles are hexagons. They will be...
Oh, I've been talking to this camera and not that one. Sorry, guys.
Don't talk to that one.
Hello.
The tiles are going to be hexagons. So, no,
I'm scared
to
have coffee or I won't sleep.
They're not going to be hexagons.
You get...
The tiles are going to be cool little hexagonal... fancy tiles. They're going to be fancy
unique.
tiles.
They're fancy. They're like pinwheels. They remind me of like pinwheel flowers.
Hey, Elena and Christopher.
Hey, everyone. Oh, I'm so glad people are hopping on. Okay, so what we have yet to do, you can notice that all of them are out here. We don't play with all of the plant types. These are all your plant types. So we have 6, 7, 8. I should have counted beforehand.
Okay, I just counted them. There are 8 there.
Seriously, I have had very little caffeine today, and I got a vaccination shot.
Yep.
So...
Got number 2.
Got number 2.
So we're trying to do this before it hits her, because last time it knocked her out for about 3 days.
Felt like I had the flu.
Yes.
But I'm grateful that I was able to get it.
Yep.
Side note, I've got health issues, but that's beside the point.
And
we're going to PAX.
Now, yeah. She got it. We're all PAX approved. So anyone else who will be at PAX, come find us. We will be
Yeah.
at the Wise Wizard.
Yep, Wise Wizard game.
Wise Wizard Games
Say that 10
booth.
times fast.
In
the
all 3
mornings.
mornings, and then we will be
Mingling.
mingling. That's the word I was looking for.
I got you back.
I was going to say migrating. We'll
We'll
be
be
doing
doing
that
that
too.
too.
But we'll be out on the floor meeting people.
Yeah, it's going to be so fun. This is our first con, any game con that we've been to.
Allison, if you come to Arkansas, you can drive with us to PAX.
Yeah, there we go.
We will take you with us. You just
we're
have to
taking
get to
our big
Arkansas.
work van, so we've got room.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna drive our way up there. We're not flying because flights are so unpredictable right now. So we're like, we'll drive. We
Yep.
can do that.
So-
Okay. Anyways, back to power plants.
Yep.
I really want to win this tonight.
You want me to explain it?
Why don't you explain it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to play with 5 plants.
Again, there's 8 here, so
There's
we're gonna
8
pick
total.
those in
We're
a
going to
second.
randomly pick 5 to play with. Stopping. Yes, it is great, Casey. It's fantastic. So, because we're only playing with 2 players, we took out tiles number 7 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really see it probably from that, but these tiles are numbered.
You might be able
Zoom
to.
in just a little
You're
bit.
gonna jiggle them.
I mean, okay.
It's fine.
A
It's
little
fine.
bit tighter. Okay. So the tiles are numbered 1 through 8. We took out tiles number 7 and 8 because we're only playing with a 2-player game.
Mm-hmm.
So to start, we're going to randomly pick 5 plants to play with.
Now with this prototype, we have 3 morning, 2 afternoon, and 3 evening.
Yep.
So what we do is we pick a morning, an afternoon, and evening, correct? Or I'm saying, he usually picks them. Or
It's best to have an even distribution
Yeah.
of them, but you can play however you want, but they kind of, they play off of each other better.
maybe
if
we do
you-
2, 1, 2, and then a random, I can't remember.
So,
We'll figure that out in a
yeah.
second.
And they have more plants being introduced on the Kickstarter.
Yes! Like I said,
So-
the link is at the top. You can leave here and go check out the Kickstarter. Definitely do that.
Well, don't leave. It'll open a new tab and check out the Kickstarter.
Okay. If you're
Open a
playing,
new
if you're
tab,
watching your
check out the Kickstarter.
And
if
go
you
down
don't
to
know,
there and see-
right click, open a new tab, or open a new window.
See, when I watch these, I just leave the stream for a minute and then come back. But I'm just not as
Don't
tech
do
savvy.
that.
Sorry.
So you can do that. Y'all don't do that.
Anyways,
Okay, so
I'm
we're gonna
so
pick.
distracted tonight.
We're
You
gonna
guys, I'm
pick.
sorry.
It's gonna be a fun stream. We're gonna pick 5 plants to play with. On each of our turns, we will. So we're gonna put the 5 tiles that we're playing with, the number 6 tiles, randomly together to form our garden patch. And then each turn, we will have 2 tiles. We'll pick one of those to place in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
We'll place our wizard there, and then choose to either sprout, which here says
job.
plant, or to grow. If you plant, I'm just going to say plant because that's what's on here and
Okay.
referencing this for people reading this. When you plant, you activate the tile that you just added to the garden. When you grow, you activate all the tiles touching that. And sometimes you get to add your little sprites to the tiles. Sometimes you don't.
I think
Yeah.
there's just a few that
There's
you
only
don't
a
get
couple
to.
that don't
There's
give
this
you a
symbol
sprite.
here. This one I know. No, which one is it that you don't? This one. See, there's a symbol here where it's crossed out. That little square cube
Yeah.
represents the sprite that you would add once you place that
Yep.
tile.
And you are working to, it is area control. You're working to control each a patch of the garden is a, like, tiles of the same kind put together. I don't know why I can't
Words
explain
are hard
this
tonight
better.
for you.
So you're just working to control various patches, which you score based on the size of the patch and
Yep.
the number of tiles in that patch. And very important, it doesn't matter how many sprites you have, it matters how many tiles you control. So you can have, it said, the plant power has been updated to the sprout power. Yes.
Yes, that's what that's
we're
making
going to
a
try
point.
our best, but it says plant right here. So
And my lack of caffeine,
Yes.
I will probably keep saying plant, but we are going to try to say sprout when we do
Yes.
it.
and we will correct each other as much as we possibly
Probably.
can.
And make sure
Yeah.
he takes his tiles after every turn.
So,
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to shuffle these up
We're just going to shuffle them and mix
Yeah.
them that way? Okay.
here. So we'll get,
Like I said, if you're just like your first games, you can have a 2 morning, 1 afternoon, and 1 evening, and then pick a random.
and they do show on the back
Yeah,
what
that's
they
true.
are, so you can randomly pick.
Do
Okay, so
that
there's a morning.
one.
Here, I'll pick another
morning. We'll do this afternoon
and we'll do this evening.
and
One of these 2 evenings.
that one. Okay.
Okay.
So what do we have? See, this is, hold on, let's do the morning first. Okay,
Yeah.
with that
So
one.
we have
Ooh, I
the
like the
Tanglethorn.
The honey leaf.
Let's
And
see
then, how far up can I go
we
here?
can go over pretty kind of to the edge of this right here.
Yeah, because we're going to be building here, so we
Yeah.
need to actually be
Nope. Gotta look at that
Oh,
doesn't show the
goodness.
picture in picture.
Oh, goodness. Well, I guess we're
Yeah,
going to
we'll
be
build
building
over
here.
there.
Okay.
I can reach over there. I have long arms.
Okay. Then we've got the ember wood. And then we have the fright shade. And the snap jaw.
Yep.
Now, something that does come is this handy little
Yes.
icon. Well, help me. Words.
Player
Player
aid.
aid.
I was gonna say it, and then you asked me to say it, and the word left.
Okay, it helps you just so that everyone has
Yeah.
this, but in the order that they go.
Yeah.
Also, if they have in-game, it does note on there as well. And then on the back, it helps you with scoring.
So we
this
only
handy
have-
guide here matters when it's like, does it matter if I want to have the first or second dominating that area, that type of thing. So
we're playing with the Tanglehorn, the Honey Leaf, the Emberwood,
the
Fright Shade, and Snapjaw. So these three. Oh, we're not playing with the Wing Bean.
I like the wing bean. Wing bean's fun.
Okay, so I'm just going to set these off to the side. And now we have the 6s for each one.
Yeah, I put the 6 on top. Look
Yep.
at me being all organized that
And
way.
then the rest of these tiles go into the bag. It's
gonna be
where
loud.
we will draft from. Oh,
It's gonna be loud. Okay, and these just get put in here randomly.
okay.
Okay,
So
something Allison, Better Have Reviews, did ask was if, or suggested, mentioned, anyways, words, is that they're kind of this curved and they kind of lock into place just
Yeah.
like the hexagons. So as far as I know, Sean, correct me if I'm right, they will still be able to move in and out because they will all be the same shape. So you'll still be able to slide them in and out
Yeah.
fine as far as them being locked in. Like, is it? I believe it's the wing bean. You're able to move
yeah.
one around as long as it's not locked in. Locked in would be like if we had
If it can't slide, if it
if
can't
it
slide
can't
in,
slide in and out easily. But I believe because even though they are going to not be hexagons, they're going to be a little pinwheel type shape. They'll all be the same shape, so they will be able to slide in and out with as the same ease
Yeah.
as these hexagons.
So
Okay,
let me
Dino's
go
gonna
through
be
what
yellow.
they. Yeah, I'm going to be yellow. You're going to be pink. I'm going to go through what they all do, so you can kind of follow along with our strategy as we play. So we'll each start with 2 tiles. So on your turn, you're going to add a tile to the board. So I would put this one. I can put it anywhere. I mean, strategically, I should put it there, but so I don't have to reach over. I'm going to put it here. I would put the wizard on the tile that I just added, and then again, I choose to either plant if you're reading along or sprout if you're using the new terminology, which means that I activate this tile here, or I can grow where I activate each tile that this is touching. So the plant power is to move 1 sprite from a field next to the wizard into an adjacent patch, then gain 1 gem for each sprite now in that patch. Or to grow, I could move 1 sprite, and there's no sprites on it, so this wouldn't be a good one. And we will, as we go, we'll read through. I'm not going to read through every single one.
We'll walk you through what we'll do and why we're doing what we're going to do.
I'm changing my course of action because I realized that would be a lot of reading to start
What?
this off. I was going to read
Oh,
all of them.
gosh, no.
Now I'm not going to.
We'll just
So,
explain as we go
yeah.
what they do. And then we do have the gems. Again, these tokens... I'm waiting until you're done because it's loud. These tokens will look a little bit different in the final, but you've got the single gems, or they're called gems in this
Yes,
one, right?
they are gems.
I always get mixed up. Gems or rubies. Then we've got the single, the 2, the 5, and the 10. And sometimes you will put a gem out in the garden.
Yep. And then whoever controls that at the end, or at the end of the game, gets that gem.
Oh, look, we got the same ones.
And I think, is there any...
Oh, something we didn't do is the supply, right? I do 2
yeah,
or 3.
we do 3.
Oh.
And this is if you ever end up with 2 of the same. I think it's okay that those are the
Is
same.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll
So
leave
we
it.
just have a supply up here. If we ever end up with 2 of the same,
Here, I'll put
then-
these up here.
then we can swap one of them out with the supply, or with the from the supply.
Okay.
So we're gonna rock paper scissors to see who
That's
goes
how we
first.
do?
Yep.
You get it.
Okay. So I'm gonna go first. I have a Tanglehorn and an Emberwood. I am going to I'm going to start with the Tanglehorn. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to add the wizard to it. And then I'm going to use the plant or sprout power to add 3 sprites to one patch next to the wizard. And I will go ahead and add those there. Again, this one does not add any sprites when I play the tile.
Mm-hmm.
So that is my turn, other than drawing a tile.
I really like the tangle. Okay.
I have 2 of the same, but I'm going to keep
You're going to
those.
keep them? Okay. I will note, I'm noticing that he's going to keep those, so he's probably going to want to go there.
And this is a good example. The sliding in, if that was like that, I could slide in here, but if her tile is right there, I can no longer slide in to that spot without moving tiles. So that's what we mean by being able to slide in to the place.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and also use my Tanglehorn, but instead of doing the plant action, which is add 3 sprites to one patch to the wizard, I'm going to use the grow, which grows, they both happen to be the same. So to grow, I add 1 sprite to the wizard's patch. So I'm going to do, thank you. Put the wizard where I go, and then I'm just going to add 1 here, and then I'm going to grow with that one, and so I'm going to have 2 there.
Now, very important, you can never have 2 different kinds of sprites. Like 2 players can never occupy the same tile. So if a tile ever tells you to add a sprite to a tile where someone else is, instead of adding one of yours, they cancel each other out. So you just remove 1 from that tile. And if it tells you to move, like if Allison was right here and it said to move onto this tile, she would move onto it, and then they would cancel each other out, so we would each lose 1 that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you did?
I did drew.
You did drew?
I did drew.
Okay. I'm going to put the Emberwood right here. And I believe I'm going to grow.
Ah, interesting. I thought you would put it here to grow that patch.
I probably should have, but I like being able to
surround you.
I like being able to activate
because
more.
That's interesting that you didn't, like, you surrounded that, so that will never grow any bigger.
Mini bigger? Any bigger?
Many bigger?
Okay.
Any bigger?
So you always activate in order from daylight, or from morning, afternoon, then evening.
Mm-hmm.
If there's 2 mornings, you can activate those in any order you want, but I'm going to go ahead and activate the Tanglehorn. So I'm going to add 1 sprite to the wizard's patch.
Okay.
Now I'm going to activate the Honey Leaf, which is add 1 sprite to each patch next to the wizard that has 1 or 0 sprites in it, which would be that one and that one. And then I'm going to activate the Snapjaw, capture 1 lone rival sprite from a patch next to the growing Snapjaw. There are no lone rival sprites there. The cool thing about this is any of those that I capture throughout the game, I keep, and she has to buy them back from me at the end of the game.
I have to pay
for
for
1
them.
gem each.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a unique one in that you get to capture other people's, not just remove them, and it has in-game scoring.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use my Emberwood. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put it here. And I can add 1 sprite and 5 gems from the supply to 1 patch next to the wizard. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take 5 gems from the supply and put that there. So that I sprouted, I did not grow. So that I just focused on this one and what I was able to do. I didn't grow those. Goodness gracious, I keep grabbing that one.
I am going to... What am I going to do?
For anyone just now jumping on, we are playing Power Plants, which is currently on Kickstarter. The link is pinned at the top. If you're watching the replay, I will put that in the description. But you can go and check that out. It's on Kickstarter from Kids Table Board Gaming. It's a really, really fun tile laying area control game.
I'm going to go here and I'm going to grow.
Okay.
So I'm going to add 2 gems to the supply to 1 patch next to the growing Emberwood.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and do that. Oh, I also get... Did I? Yeah, I did get this. Okay. So I'm going to add 2 gems there. And then I'm going to activate the Snapjaw. And I'm going to capture 1 lone rival sprite. So I'm capturing this sprite that is now imprisoned over on my side, and she will have to buy it back at the end of the game.
Wah, wah.
And those are the 2 that I activated.
Okay. So wizard's now mine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wizard's mine. I'm going to use my fright shade. I'm going to put that one right there. So I'm putting the wizard on it. And I can put my sprite on it. And I'm going to grow. So again, that means I'm not going to do anything with this one. I'm focusing on these. We're going to do the Tanglehorn first, which is add 1 sprite to the wizard patch. I will do that. And then it is this fright shade, grow. I move 1 sprite from a patch next to the growing fright shade to an adjacent patch. So that would be this one.
I notice it doesn't say it has to be yours.
Correct, it doesn't. I'm gonna move you right there,
Okay.
I guess. And if it would have been one of mine, I would have dispersed this area. He is now controlling this area, this one, and this one. Because even though I have 2 and he has 1 here, we still are equal because it's how many we control.
And when there's a tie, whoever controls the lowest numbered tile, which is currently me, controls the patch. Okay. I am going to... Let me see. I'm going to come here, and I'm going to sprout, I believe. I'm going to capture 1 rival sprite from a field next to the wizard. Then add 1 sprite to any 1 patch in that field. You go there, and I also get to add 1 to that when I plant it. Forgot to do that.
It's not going well,
There we
friends.
go.
Okay.
I need to win a live stream game at some point.
This is the game that you're probably going to do it. Like I said, I've yet to win it. I love it. I just can't win it. Okay, I'm going to use my honey leaf. I'm going to slide her in right there. I do not add a sprite to this one, but I'm going to grow. I think. Let's see. Add 2 gems from the supply. No, I'm going to plant or sprout. That means I add 2 sprites to each patch next to the wizard that has 1 or 0 sprites in it. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 here. I'm going to add 2 here. Now, because Daniel has one of his sprites on there, you can't have the same. So these 2 right here are going to duke it out, which equalize it, but I still have 1 there. So there's yours, there's mine, and that's my turn.
Yep. Oh, I didn't draw.
Of course you didn't. Actually, you've done really well so far. I have to give you credit.
Thank you. Okay, so I am going...
What triggers endgame?
Endgame, when the last tile is drawn,
We each
do 1 more turn,
We
so
have
we
1
end
tile
the game
left.
with 1 tile left.
Yep.
In a 4, does this play up to... Yeah, in a 5-player game, everyone goes until it's over,
That's right.
until they're out.
We've played 2, 3, 4, and 5 players, and enjoyed every one of them. Our nephew, has he lost any game we've played with him
Nope.
recently? We need to get, his name is Cody. We need to get him on, for you guys to meet him. He didn't realize how much he actually loved board games, but we have him come over to play test other games, and he constantly wins.
Okay.
We're
So
just
I'm
really
gonna-
good teachers, apparently.
I'm going to go right there. Am I going to go right there?
I don't know.
I don't know if I'm going to go right there. I will...
Should we move this down some? I feel like we're
Yeah, we're
invading
pretty
that
high.
area. Can we do it? Oh, goodness. There you go. Okay,
There we go.
that's good.
Okay.
That may have been
Still-
too far.
No, it's
Okay.
It's okay. Okay, let's
Invading
let's
my
straighten
area.
up. We have lines on the table that make it really
Trippy.
easy to tell when stuff is off.
Okay.
Okay. So what did I... Oh, I just put that
I don't
in.
know. I wasn't paying
I
attention.
put that there.
Okay, so you put a sprite.
yeah.
Put a sprite on it.
Yes, I put a sprite on it. And then I'm going to grow. So I'm going to add 2 gems from the supply to 1 patch next to the growing
He's starting with the
Emberwood.
Emberwood because the other ones are after it. Because
Yep.
he's got...
So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to grow this one, move 1 sprite from a patch next to the growing fright shade into an adjacent patch. All right, go ahead and do that.
Wait. Oh, you moved it here. I thought you moved
Yep.
it there.
Yep. And
And then
then
again.
same thing.
But that's the same one. So you moved You move that from there.
Yeah.
So now this is the one, so it has to be adjacent that way.
Yeah, it does. Huh.
What's she gonna do? The reason he's debating is because if he moves that one there, you still
I'm gonna
dominate.
go ahead and do. I know.
You still would dominate.
I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna
Cancel
do.
those out.
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
So I moved that one. I had my sprite there. I moved it there to cancel them out.
Nice.
And just
That was a good move.
get you off of my Tanglehorn patch.
All right.
Tanglethorn.
Tanglethorn. I got to figure out what I'm gonna play. I didn't think about that. Let's see.
This is a very
Add one
while she's
sprite.
figuring that out. This game plays so differently depending on which plants
This
you
is
play
true.
with. And there's only 8 in the prototype version that we have, and it is so dynamic depending on which plants you get, just kind of how you play it out throughout the game. So with the final version of a lot more options of plants, I'm excited to see how dynamic this game is.
Okay, so I moved here. I put my the wizard there, and I added a sprite because I could add a sprite. Now I'm gonna grow instead of sprout. So I start here with the honey leaf, and that is add 1 sprite to each patch next to the wizard that has 1 or 0 sprites. So I'm gonna add it there and add that there. Then I am growing this one. Add 2 gems from the supply to 1 patch next to the growing emberwood. So do 2 next to the growing emberwood. I'll just go ahead and put that there, and that's my turn.
Okay. I am going to come right here. I'm going to move 1 sprite.
Put your
I
sprite
put one
on
there.
it. I think both of us have forgotten that one.
Move
time.
1 sprite from a field next to the wizard into an adjacent patch. I'm going to do that, and then gain 1 gem for each sprite. Now
Wait,
in that patch,
so you're
I'm
sprouting
I'm
that?
sprouting.
Yeah. Okay.
So now I get 3 gems for that because I moved a sprite from there to there,
And
and
that
now
goes
I
into
get
your
1
supply.
gem for each one in there, and then I keep for the end of the
For the
game
end of the
score.
game.
Yep.
Okay. I keep focusing on what you're doing and forgetting to plan out my move. Something we really teach the boys is to kind of reduce downtime, is to think through what you're gonna do. And here I am not doing it. Add 2 sprites next to the wizard. Well,
So she
Let's
currently
see.
has a good lock on green right there.
yeah. I think I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to sprout it. So I don't add 1 to this one, but I add 2 sprites to each patch next to the wizard. Oh, that has 1 or 0. Maybe I should consider moving that somewhere else. I think I'm gonna move that here. Okay. So I don't add a sprite next to it, but because I am sprouting it, sprout, goodness gracious. Okay. So I'm gonna add 2 here, and I added 2 here, but because
Why are you adding 2 there?
right?
Oh, you're planting? Yeah,
Yeah,
add 2 sprites to each patch next to the wizard.
Okay, I was like, did I get it wrong? So I would add 2 here, but again, you can't have 2, so these 2 duke it out. I totally, every time I think of that, I think of the movie Onward and those sprites. There's those
The
like
motorcycle
the motorcycle
riding, yep.
sprites. I hear them like they're high pitched, like no, you can't be here. Like that's what's going on in my head, just so that you can have a picture of
Okay, I'm
the
going.
scary thoughts that Allison thinks. Something that we also realize, you see, I only have 5 sprites left in my supply. You don't get any more
Yeah, if you
sprites.
run out,
if
you
you
have
run
to-
out,
you relocate.
You relocate where you would have.
So
I
I'm
didn't
going to
realize that
sprout.
until I'd run out one time.
So I'm here. I'm going to sprout. So I had 1 sprite. Oh, wait. No, I need to start with a Tanglethorn.
Oh, cool. Sean said he's actually never seen this.
Sorry, I'm not going to sprout. I'm going to grow. So add 1 sprite to the wizard's patch. Okay, now the honey leaf. Add 1 sprite to each patch next to the wizard that has 1 or 0 sprites in it. So that would be that one.
Oh, goodness.
That would be that one, which cancels it out. And you're running low, so you needed that.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. And then
I didn't draw.
you better do that.
I know.
She gives me a hard time
I
every time I
do.
don't draw.
I do give him a hard
Okay,
time.
and then add 2 gems from the supply to 1 patch next to the growing emberwood. So I'm going to I'll add to this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. You go.
Actually, I'm not going to add to that one. I'm going to add to that one.
Okay.
Because you're much less likely to
Yeah, that's true. That's
do
a
anything
good,
with
good
that
call.
one. If I'm going to share my...
This is true. Okay. One sprite from a field. I continue to forget what does what. Move one sprite. Okay, I'm looking at the fright shade, and that is move one sprite from a field next to the wizard to an adjacent patch, and then gain 1 gem for each sprite that's there now. Move one sprite and then get gem. Well,
We also, not again, talking through strategy more than we normally would, no, there's no more greens. All of the ember woods are out.
see, I don't even notice those things.
So
Okay.
we can't connect those two.
Go here, add my sprite. Now, I say that, I might want to move back over this direction. Because, do I?
I don't know why you're...
Why
you
I'm-
got to finish your sentence.
I know. Oh, he always like doesn't finish a sentence. I'm like, come on, finish your sentence. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm moving here. I want to grow this because having 5 patches. First place is 9. Second place is 4. Handy little card here. Okay, so if I plant this or sprout this, move one sprite from a field next to the wizard to an adjacent patch, and then get 1 gem. I want those gems, but I really want to control that. Oh,
You're not going to control it at the
I'm
end
not.
anyway.
Yeah.
So you can just give up on that one.
All right, then I'll go where my original one
Oh,
was.
that worked.
Goodness. Okay.
Or maybe it didn't. Maybe
Okay,
that,
I'm
maybe
gonna
that
I'm
wasn't a
gonna
mind
move
game.
that there. So I moved here. I locked it in. I'm not gonna move it again.
Okay.
Okay, so I moved this here. I put my sprite on it, and then I'm sprouting it. So that means move 1 sprite to a field from a field next to the wizard to an adjacent patch, and then gain 1 gem for each sprite that is now on the patch. I moved this one here, so that means I get 3 gems from the supply, and that was my move.
Okay.
I'm not feeling good about this, you guys.
I'm going to...
Finally,
Ah,
I haven't
There's a
gotten
lot
a
in there.
snapjaw yet. I
I
love
think
snapjaw.
I'm going to go right there.
Okay.
I do not get one.
What you gonna do?
I'm going to go ahead
What you
and
gonna do? When they
I'm going to
come
grow. So I'm going to grow this one, add 1 to the wizard's patch, and then I'm going to grow this one, which lets me capture 1 lone rival sprite from a patch next to the growing snapjaw, which is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to get it from that patch, or do I want to get it from the... I think I want to get it from that one.
Okay.
Okay, so that is my turn.
Okay.
I need to draw.
Yep.
We're getting low. We
We
have
are. Okay, where's the wizard?
2
There he is.
more rounds.
Alrighty. Let's see. I'm going to grow. So I start with the Emberwood. Emberwood is add 2 gems from the supply to each patch next to the... Right? 2 gems to 1 patch next to the growing Emberwood. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to put that right. Oh, next to the growing Emberwood. Put it there. And then I do the Fright Shade, move 1 sprite from a patch next to the growing Fright Shade to an adjacent patch. There's only 1, so sure, I'll move you there. And then the Snapjaw, capture 1 low rival sprite from a patch next to the growing Snapjaw. So
No.
I got one! I got
You
one!
did. You got 1. I
got 1.
I have 3 of yours. It's my turn.
It is your turn.
Okay. Let's
Ooh,
see.
there are 3 in here. Now there are 2.
Mhm.
Got another one.
So let's see what I can do here.
What should you gonna do? What do you have?
I
You have a snapjaw and a honey leaf.
yes. So I'm going to put this here.
Anyone who's
add a
just
sprite
now
to it.
oh, you gotta put the wizard on it.
I know.
Just now jumping on, we are playing Power Plants, which is on Kickstarter now from Kids Table Board Gaming. The link is pinned at the top. You can go check out the Kickstarter. If you're watching the replay, I'm gonna put that link in the description so you can check that out. It is a tile-laying area control game all about plants and sprites, and you win by having the most gems at the end of the game.
Yep. So I'm going to grow. So I'm going to capture one rival sprite.
Oh no!
And then I'm going
He's
to add one
capturing so
sprite to
many
any
sprites.
patch, the field next to it. So I'm going to do that.
Oh man! Mmm.
Okay, which one to take?
How many
Which
sprites?
one to take?
What's been your best
I
of
haven't-
captured
I
sprites?
don't
Do you know?
know.
There's one left in
I
there.
wanted that last snapjaw.
Oh, is that what's in there?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, decisions. Okay. I think I'm going to go here. And I'm going to sprout it. So I'm going to add 3 sprites to one patch next to the wizard. I'm going to add those right here. Those two cancel each other out. You can have that one back. There you are, sir.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
What's interesting?
Little turn of events now that it's my... So this is the last turn.
This is his last turn, then I'll get one more turn after this.
So you're going to control that one.
I am.
Yes. How can I take that away? Because that's more valuable.
Okay.
Let
don't
me
know.
think with my...
You think out loud a little bit.
Yeah,
there.
I'm trying to think. Okay. I don't know what to do. So I can either do something to disrupt this here, or I can just come over here. This is the more valuable one to control because it has 5, but you could easily take it back with your 2 snapjaws.
I could, but I'm only using one.
Right, but I'm pretty sure you would find a way to...
I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to come right here.
Okay.
I'm going to add 2 sprites to each patch next to the wizard that has 1 or 0 sprites
You
in it.
also-
I'm sprouting.
No, you can't. Okay.
So
Yeah,
I had-
he's not adding one to that
I
because
add
he
2
can't.
sprites there. And I add 2 sprites there,
Which just
which
leaves
it
one.
cancels. Yes.
Okay. Oh no, he just took control of that. He took control of this because it looks like I have more sprites, but we have the same amount of tiles, and he is on the 2 lower, I think. Hold on. Yep, he is on the 2 lower numbers. Dadgummit. You just took that from me.
I did.
You did. Okay.
is
So
exactly
that was his
what
last
happened.
turn. All right, my
Bye,
last
Allison.
Bye. Have a great
Enjoy
night.
the rest of your evening.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go here.
Interesting.
Well, and I'm gonna sprout it because I capture 1 rival sprite from my field next to the wizard and then add 1 sprite to any one patch in that field. So I'm gonna take this one, capture you, and I'm just gonna add, oh, no, I'm gonna, you can stay there. I'm gonna take this one and then add that here because I want those 2 points. Okay.
Okay. So
And
that is the end of the game.
end of the gameplay. So now we add
You
up
might have
points.
won this one.
I don't know. It's really close.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So we do
Yeah.
this by we take off fields, patches and fields, and then we reward points with the gems.
I'm gonna. Oh, don't.
Oh no! Stop.
Well, I'm gonna try and scoot this up so that we can zoom in closer and see.
Okay. So we're gonna.
Here, just bring the gems down here.
Okay.
That's as close as we can get.
Okay. Well, how close are we? I guess I can look here.
Oh no.
Oh, why are you messing stuff up?
I'm not trying to
All right,
mess stuff
stop.
up.
Just
Hold
stop
on,
for a second.
hold on. I got.
Where are you moving it to?
Just
Okay,
over
stop.
into the center. Okay. So the way that the rules recommend scoring, which is a very efficient way to do it.
As long as you don't want to take a picture at the end. So this is when you take
Adam
your...
just jumped in.
Hey!
Hey, Adam. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do a second game tonight. We're going to keep it to one game tonight.
I did just get a vaccination shot today,
Yeah.
so we're going to... It's starting to make me
But
tired.
you can watch the replay.
Yeah.
And Adam also is the designer of Fall of the Mountain King.
Yes.
Which we also love. So, thank you so much for hopping in.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to score. Basically, the easiest way to score is to remove the tiles one at a time.
For one tile, and this is, we're using this. Can they see this?
So I need
right
to
here?
set these over here so I know that these are my captured. Okay, so you have one patch,
So
and you score for first and second place on the patch. So that's one patch, and then so you got you got your gem.
Yeah, I got my gem.
I'm just gonna grab the bag and just load them back into the bag as we take them.
Okay.
Now we will do this one. That's 2 patches, so I get 3 gems.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's this one, so you get 1 gem.
I get 1.
There you go.
Okay, let's do...
Here, take that back.
Let's do this one right here. I'm on tile 1. You're on tile 4. No one controls this, so those just go back to the supply.
So he wins
So
this
I
one.
win this one, even though it's a tie, because I have the lower number.
That's 3 patches, so you get 5.
I get 5, you get 2. Where's your...
You just put them right there.
Okay. Did you give me my 5?
I did.
Okay. We'll do this one right here. So that's 2 patches, so I get 3. I also control this one, so I get those. Okay, so
this one's finished?
Yep.
Okay.
Did I get... No, I didn't get my 3 from that.
Okay. Let's do this. Slide this one out here. You get 1 plus those 2.
Okay.
So there's a 1.
Okay.
Oh, he is adding up fast. Have I gotten any more?
I don't know. Okay, so let's do this. You'll get this one.
Oh, okay.
So this is 5. You control those, so 9. You get 9, I get 4. Yeah, I'm going to take just 5 and make change.
Okay. Pretty sure you won
it
this
seems
one.
like a little thing, but I love that they have 2-point tokens. That makes it so much more efficient. Having 2-point tokens.
I got this one, so I get 3 for those 2 patches. There you go. Let's see. This one, oops, that goes there.
You control
this
that
one.
one.
I control this one. I also get that. So that is 4. So I get 7, and you are second place, so you get 3. So here's your 3.
Okay.
I get 7. I'm going to trade a couple of these in. These 2s, I'm gonna change them for a 10. Okay, so this one is 4.
Oh, no, you had that 5. Sorry.
Sorry.
I think we're back. Yeah, we should be back.
Are we back?
Yes, we're back.
Sorry, you guys. Okay.
Can everyone hear us now?
So
Wait to see if they can hear us.
So that's 5.
Wait for the lag to end. Okay. Sorry for the delay.
And
Apparently, in the process of trying to fix it, I opened iTunes and it asked me like 7 times to re-enter my password and wouldn't let me do anything.
All right. You gotta count yours.
Okay, so I have 5, 10, 15.
Pretty sure you won this one. I have 33. This is my final score.
There's 10, 20, 25,
What?
30. No, that's 30. What? I can't do math. There's 5. There's
Why don't you reduce your...
5, 10, 15,
Oh my goodness.
25, 30,
Oh,
34,
man.
36. Did you have
I
35?
have a 33.
You had 33 to 36.
Still have yet to win power plants, you guys. Ah.
It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Sean.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's just 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that I will leave it up to
Man.
you. That took us 30 minutes to play through.
I probably
have-
ought to call it a night, you guys. I'm
Okay.
so sorry because I really want to win this game and I need witnesses to prove that I've won it.
So
And to celebrate
I'll
with
give you
me?
about a minute. We'll talk through the game and what we like. And if in the next minute you decide that you have another game in you, we can play through another one quick.
can
It'll
put me
take
on the
20 or
spot.
25 minutes. So
We also have children in the other room because we're up at the office and not at home. They are not in bed.
Helena says we have to keep playing.
Oh, pressure. Okay.
So power plants on Kickstarter now.
Pinned up at the top.
It is an amazingly deep tile playing game or tile laying game. There's 8 plants in here. Are we play?
No.
No. Okay. There are 8 plants included in this prototype. I'm going to go back to.
Sorry, you guys.
Yeah.
If we've been entertaining, it's gonna slowly go downhill from there because I'm getting very tired and I get quiet when I get tired.
Yeah.
So my thinking will be very quiet and not very informative or insightful.
No. So there are 8 plants in the prototype that we got. I know there are more in the Kickstarter, and I'm so excited to see how those change the
Yes.
game because it is so dynamic.
Any
with-
plant
yeah.
combination, just like Sean was saying in the chat, that he's actually never seen the combination that we played tonight. He'd actually never seen that combination together.
So the ones we
and
didn't
it plays so
yeah.
differently.
So the ones we didn't play with, we have the Starflower, which gain 1 gem for the supply for each sprite in the patches next to the wizard. So the Starflower really gets you gems. And then the Deep Root, where you add sprites to one patch. Yeah, the Deep Root allows you
one's
to add
fun.
sprites in straight lines from the wizard.
I like that one.
And
This
then-
one may be our absolute favorite.
So, and then, okay, Helena said we can play some other time. It doesn't
Oh
have
yeah.
to be tonight.
Okay, we'll play
So-
again.
And then the Wing Bean allows you to move other tiles, which my best win in this game was with that one because I
Gosh,
saved it
man,
until the
you-
last one. And she had the game won, and I just moved a tile away.
I
That
almost had
it
that
shifted
one.
control of multiple patches.
Yeah.
And I
It was pretty
I won
epic.
pretty handily with that one. But it was a
I mean,
very
it was like I was ahead of you. And
it was
then
the last move of the game.
You switched it to, it was like a 15-point lead when I was obviously ahead. So it was pretty epic,
Yeah.
I gotta say. Give
So
you
this
props
is
for that.
again as power plants, as tile laying games go. Again, the number of different ways that you can play, the number of different options, just makes it such a different experience every time you play.
Yeah, the replayability is just way up there.
But the rules are so simple, and you either activate the tile you lay or all the tiles touching it. Again, the reference card.
very handy.
I must request that no matter how many plants you add during the Kickstarter, that you have a reference card that has
Please
all
do.
of them. Because we didn't realize this was on this side of the reference card until like
Probably
halfway
our
through the
second
first
game.
play.
Or was it our first
It was the
game?
first game we
Okay.
played, but I was trying to read these upside down because I sat on the opposite side
Mm-hmm.
of the table, and then I noticed this, which makes it go so much faster.
Yeah, because you're not trying to read it
Yeah.
upside down.
So yeah, great game.
and Peyton is 8 and played it really well. I think we said, because we've reviewed this, we did a preview of it, so you can
Yeah.
check back. We'll probably put a link to that in the description as well. But Peyton played the game great. And
Yeah,
even with the
it's-
reading the first time, it slowed him down a little bit, just because he is
there
slower
is
reading.
reading comprehension just in understanding what each of those does. And again, that is where I would say
But
for
you
younger
also have
players.
the icons here and just
Yeah.
showing the movement of when you sprout versus when you grow.
Yeah, but for younger players, that is going to be the thing that slows them down. Is you do have to, and even having played quite a few times, we still have to check and confirm that we know what the plants do, and kind of
Right.
you get to know what they do. And
I think it's
you
been
know
a
what?
week since we've played this, and
Yeah.
so it's just even that little bit of time I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I can't remember. We've also played like 10 different games since then. So
Yeah. So for
all the rules are
younger players, it is totally accessible. It just expect a little bit of a delay in
And
having
grace
to
in that.
read and comprehend what each one does and what the different options within each one does.
Well, this was a blast.
Yep.
I'm going to win it. I will.
She will. And I won a live stream.
Hey, good job.
Thank you. Sorry, we just clapped right into the microphone.
Sorry, you guys.
So,
I'm used to the mic being over here because at home it is.
so any questions about the game, leave those. If we miss them, we'll come back and answer them in the
And
comments.
we'll have Sean and Helena and
Yep.
Adam check it if we have questions
And
that
I
we don't have the
believe
answers to.
there's 9 days left. Again, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. So go check it out. Fantastic game.
Yep.
Just love it. Love everything that Kids Table does. But this is and I'm shocked at how deep this game plays for as simple as it
fun.
is to play.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
So
we've got more stuff coming out this week. We've got Garden Bow is also on Kickstarter right now, kicked off today. We've got our review of that coming out this week.
we
We also have
tutorial for Tapple.
Tapple, which is from the Op. That one's
Yep.
coming out this week. And then we're still prepping for packs. So, and I'm taking pictures of Christmas photos for different publishers. So we are busy, and boys are
Yep.
doing school. We are.
And we've
Busy
got
time of year.
we're working on a super high production value playthrough segment that we're
Yep.
going to be trying out soon. So
It won't
actually
be live, but-
shooting some of that this weekend.
Yep. We've
so
got a friend of
excited
ours,
about that.
Devin. Devin's coming over.
Yep,
He's going to be
Devin,
a part of that.
good friend of Kids Table Board Gaming.
Yes.
So-
yes. He's the writer with Quackalope, so he works
Mm-hmm.
with Jesse, and so yeah, he lives local with us, so he's going to be part of that production. Really, really excited about that.
Yeah. So
yeah.
we will hold on. Keep talking because I'm not ready to.
Oh, you're not
I
ready
don't have all our
to
stuff
do my
together.
little song and dance here, you guys.
So-
yeah, everything will be linked, and
Yep.
we hope you guys have an excellent week.
Yep. Thank you
We'll
so
see
much
you later.
for hanging out.
Bye.
Till-
Bye.
delay.